From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, a new hotel project brings big opportunities for entrepreneurs. We go to the Indiana Black Expo Business Conference. Google is putting $1 billion into making economic opportunities.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Welcome again, Business, Equity, and Opportunities, and our Access to Capital segment. Many black business owners say that they hit several obstacles and stages of entrepreneurship, from the idea and startup stages to maintaining and upscaling and eventually exiting. BE&O Power has partnered with the Sagamore Institute to change the narrative for black business owners in central Indiana through an initiative known as the Indie Biz Pass.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Access to Capital.
BE&O Power, we have a great partnership with Indiana Black Expo. The last 2 years, they've trained over 175 businesses. So we come right alongside them as those businesses complete the training and support with Indiana Black Expo. We're providing access to those businesses to co-working spaces. So they have free access to a co-working space, 3 co-working spaces actually, P30 on the east side, Maven Space downtown, and Speakeasy in Broad Ripple. So those business owners now have access 365 days a year, just as our way of helping them in their growth process. So they complete the program IBE. Once they complete, they have automatic access to the Indie Biz Pass. So they have co-working space to continue growing. And we continue to monitor their growth and support them as they go through it. The history of IBE, just learning the history, was all about business and helping black businesses grow in the city of Indianapolis and around the state. This week they've done an excellent job, working with businesses around procurement opportunities with the city, procurement opportunities with the state, helping guide those businesses on how to access those opportunities. And what I've seen the most this week was a lot of businesses networking with each other, networking with bigger businesses. So the environment IBE has created over the years, and the environment this week has been phenomenal.
I am Chef Lucretia Allen of Cretia Cakes, a little something different. We specialize in Southern baked goods. We make 3D cakes, catering, pretty much anything. We do it, yeah. I've benefited because I have been looking for certain information I've been in business for 20 years. So, and I'm wondering what all do I need to do to really make it and to actually see a profit. So I've been doing it my way, thinking I'm doing it right. So when I had some of the classes that they were teaching, I was learning so many new things and about the target market and things like that. So it was awesome. But I was nervous at first. But yeah, I got to meet a lot of new people. I have been doing marketing with some of the people in my cohort. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
My company is a specialty company for branding. We do apparel and specialty brand items by sublimation, DTG, as well as vinyl. My previous experience with IBE training was an excellent opportunity. We had the opportunity to connect with other black business owners and just learn from them. It was a great experience. I'm forever grateful. Oh, it has been a tremendous growth in my company. I had the opportunity to participate in the Indiana Black Expo, where I met a lot of business owners, where I did a lot of things for them this year, so it has been incredible. Take advantage of each opportunity that you have, connect with the people and network, and actually don't be afraid to get yourself out there.
My company is Healing and Harmony LLC. We are a company that provides grief products and services for those that are navigating through life, suffering from grief due to loss of life, due to traumatic experiences, or just our everyday grief that we face. We just want to come alongside and support you. Awesome program that they have with the Black Business Institute. Institute. The cohort was very instrumental in helping me to understand who my targeted audience is, helping me to understand and navigate what networking actually means. They provided us with multiple resources, from learning your elevator pitch to understanding your financial needs for your company. I was able to not only determine who my target audience was, but to successfully complete a business plan for my company. And it's been successful. I've met a lot of great people through the program, as well as the support that the cohort we provided each other. It's been amazing this week. A lot of the people that I've known in the community, I've never experienced the business aspect with them. So being an entrepreneur on this side and getting to know the ins and outs of different entrepreneurs' businesses and networking, and knowing how I can build partnerships for my company has been extremely instrumental and a blessing.
We make cranial prosthetics for women that are going through chemotherapy or that are losing their hair from alopecia or medication. The program is priceless. I learned so much from a lot of the instructors. We talked about how to get funding for our business, how to become MBE, minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses. They help with marketing. The program was just amazing. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. If you find someone that you enjoy what they do and they have the success that you are looking for, don't be shy. Go up to them, see if they would like to be a mentor, ask them how they did it. I think that's the biggest takeaway I got from the program. So with the BizPass, I like the marketing aspect of it, that you're able to market your business, and then you're also able to connect with other business owners, so that's been very helpful. It's a gold mine. Absolutely do it. I mean, there's nothing to lose. There's a world to gain. Like, literally, you will gain there's so much knowledge from so many people that have already been through the program, but not only that, you gain knowledge from people that are already in your field that are doing it and that are successful at it. So I would say that would be the biggest thing.
So the business conference is really an opportunity to help businesses get connected with the right types of people that will help their businesses grow and flourish, whether it be certification, being connected to companies and contacts that will help people get to the next level. So that's what it's all about. And when people know that there's somebody there that will help them, that gives them the inspiration to do more. When people were asked if you had something and knew you wouldn't fail, would you try it? More people will do that, but a lot of people in this audience don't have those opportunities. They don't have the mentors. So it's absolutely essential that programs like this happen and they keep happening. So a lot of these businesses, many of these business owners still work, and then they're trying to run their businesses. So they definitely don't have offices to meet with customers when they find them. So to have a place to come and meet, and sometimes just get out of their house to think, is really important. And they meet other businesses to network, because some of them don't understand the value of networking. When they're in this space, they organically meet more people. So it allows them to network, and it allows them to be in more of a business environment. And again, when you can get the mind right, many other things will follow. So it's extremely important. Well, it gives them the start because it's no charge to them. So they get an opportunity to see what it's like. Again, when people know they can be successful, they'll try. A lot of these businesses have never had the opportunities that they're being afforded. And a lot of times people don't understand free. There's no free lunch, so they don't really see the value. But when they can go to something for a couple of months for no charge, then again, that inspires them. It helps them dream bigger. It helps them widen their lens on what's possible.
The Office of Minority and Women Business Development is playing matchmaker again, if you will, trying to pair minority businesses with the developers of a new hotel.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. This Week in Business.
This is going to be the site for the new hotel that will be connected to the convention center expansion. The city of Indianapolis is backing this project.
The tower is a reflective white glass sculpted look. and it's a little bit of articulation too in the structure where the north face twists and kind of orients towards towards the circle, and it's just really a glamorous building, and it'd be great here as an addition to Indianapolis.
Between now and the end of this year, there's going to be a number of outreach events and opportunities for XBEs that are certified with the city to learn about all the different opportunities to participate in this project. And at the end of the day, this is going to be anywhere between $750 $800 million 40-story hotel for the city. Originally, this project was supposed to be a privately funded project, and once COVID started going away, the developer tried to figure out ways to do the financing. Finally got to a point, I believe, probably like around March, where they basically determined that they couldn't do it. From, I would say, April through May was just a very quick turnaround for us to not only learn about the project, but then also to get support from city councilors to make sure that they were in favor of the project. And so now we're at that stage where normally a project like this would happen. We'd have probably a year to sort of ramp up, get ready to start doing outreach and letting folks know. We've had to do a lot of this in the last 30 days. So between now and the end of the year, like I said, we're going to be doing multiple outreach events along with the general contractor and the CIB to make folks aware of the different opportunities and the bid packages that are going to be coming out.
That will be all the new structural foundations, the structural component of the convention center expansion, as well as the 40-story hotel tower. And so we're bidding all that structural work, and including all the mechanical, electrical, fire protection, and plumbing that go into that building. So the big push we have right now is to get parties interested in bidding or supplying to those scopes of work for this first phase of the project. We're also continuing our outreach efforts into the fall and even past Christmas, because the next packages in November, December, we'll be bidding all the interiors that go in what I just mentioned. And then right after New Year's, we'll be bidding the finishes like tile and paint and floor coverings. So there's 3 big rollouts, and each of those 3 big rollouts has multiple opportunities for people to get involved. And all these outreach efforts are so the bidding community, subcontracting community, supplier community, and prime contractors all the way down to the lowest tier suppliers can come, engage, learn about the project, share information so we know they're interested, they get all the bid documents and so on.
With the size of this project and the historic nature of it, we wanted to make sure that we were involved from the beginning. We're working with the general contractors to break up bid packages into smaller, more manageable bid packages that diverse companies can tackle or at least be a part of. And so we want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity. And so that's part of the reason why we're doing as much outreach as we are. We want everybody to know about the project. If you're not certified, we want you to come in and get certified so that you can participate. We're making sure that folks are getting connected to the general contractors and knowing all the things that they're looking for. But for us, our goal is to make sure everybody's aware of the opportunities and to make sure that they're certified so that they can participate. This project will be one of those where, I tell people all the time, nobody's really going to become a millionaire off of these projects. But what we hope will happen is that someone who's small, who doesn't have a lot of experience, gets to participate, grows their capacity, gain some more experience and some knowledge, and that this jump starts them into bigger projects and opportunities that are going to be coming down the line. We've got a tight timeline on this project. The hotel and the convention center both have to be completed by 2026. So we're going to be working rather quickly, but with the end goal in mind of making sure that small, diverse vendors who normally don't get an opportunity to participate in a project like this get an opportunity. At a minimum, we want them to at least learn the process of what you have to do in order to participate. But we're going to try our best to make sure to break some of this stuff up to give folks an opportunity to be on this project.
To be able to come back to my hometown and do another skyscraper on the city skyline, and also in the hospitality realm. So it's nice to come back and do one in my hometown.
Every week on Business Equity and Opportunities, we look at running your business day to day, actually doing the thing that most interests you. There's a fascinating opportunity for small businesses from one of the largest businesses in the world. Google has a program called Grow with Google. Lisa Gavelber knows all about it. She's a pioneer of it, and she joins us now to talk a bit about it. Lisa, thanks for being with us today. What is Grow with Google?
Yeah, Grow with Google is Google's commitment to making sure that those opportunities that are created by technology are truly available to everyone. And we do that by helping people with their skills, their careers, and their businesses.
Let's talk about from the worker side. There's some headlines coming out. This idea that workers are really still enthusiastic in many cases about trying a different career. What are the numbers in the search that you guys see? Tell us about that.
Actually, just as you're saying, we're seeing a lot of people thinking about what they want to do next. And it's kind of fun. We always look at which are the jobs that are kind of most in demand now based on people's search queries. And as you can imagine, there's lots of interesting medical stuff. There's how to become a pharmacist, how to become a nurse, how to become a medical assistant. Those are among the top queries. But there are also fun ones, how to become a flight attendant, and also really technological ones. We see spikes now for how to become a data analyst or how to become a cybersecurity expert. So it really runs the spectrum of our society.
If our viewer is looking at that, they may think, oh, gosh, that may not help me. But I see in it possibly an opportunity, too. If you're tapped into what people want to do, and you've long been your maybe only and best employee, but you may be looking to hire for the first time, it would seem there's a lot to learn for the business owner as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And as a matter of fact, one of the things that we know and business owners know is also that they're not only making your first hire is important, but keeping your employees is important. Sure. 65% of Gen Z say they'll probably be looking for a different job within the next 2 years. So one of the tips that we always say for employers is, how can you help your employee learn new skills and upskill? Because actually, Gen Z say that having a job that helps them learn new skills is more important to them than more paid vacation, for example. Wow. They really care about that. So we have some tools to help employers actually on this journey. We have a training and certification program from Google that any employer can use to help upskill their existing employees. That way you have to go find a cybersecurity expert. You can take top employee in your business already and teach them everything they need to know, and they can become your cybersecurity expert.
It is interesting because we, on our show, have 7 topics that we cover every week. And what we found is that your area of excitement, your enthusiasm may lie in 1 or 2 or 3 of those things, but you have to be a bit of an expert in all 7 of those. And it would seem, and I've spent a little time sort of on the Grow with Google, different pages, things of that nature, there are areas, and they're very diverse areas, that may be very, very valuable for somebody who knows, I know I have to deal with this thing, but I'm not yet an expert in it.
Yeah, for sure. So we have a program. The program is called the Google Career Certificate Program, and you can use it to help your employees learn anything they need to know to be, more useful to your business and actually more helpful for their careers. So that's a really good tip for business owners.
And I guess as a final thought, what does Google see out of all of this? To make an investment like that, we're talking $1 billion. There's got to be a benefit for you as well.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the more people know how to use technology, the more that they can use Google products better. That's for one thing. But I really want to make sure I tell about one more thing for all of your business owners out there, which is I want to make sure they know that to get listed on Google is actually free for businesses. You don't have to pay for it. So all of us as consumers know that if you go on your phone and you look for, shoe repair near me or coffee shop near me, you name it, you get listings of businesses. I just want folks to know that those listings are fully free to get on Google, and you can find how to sign up for one on the Grow with Google website. So we even have a little 2-minute video tutorial you can watch, and I'll tell you everything you need to know in terms of putting your business on the Google map for free.
Well, and we will, in sort of that technological sharing, make sure that we put a link to that on BEOshow.com so that when viewers say, okay, I want to do what she mentioned, but I'm not sure how to do it, we can get you to Grow with Google. Lisa, I'm glad you brought that up as a final thought. And this is Lisa Gavelber, of course, one of the pioneers of Grow with Google, spending time with us on Business Equity and Opportunities. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks for having me.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.